All right, good evening and welcome to this Yoga for Recovery, Realization, and Resilience. My name is Brian and I am delighted to be here with you. Today's practice, it is the last Sunday of the month for those of you that come regularly and have been coming regularly, and thank you for that. You know that in the last Sunday of the month, we do the morning practice that I've been doing all month. So this month's morning practice is a Kriya for elevation, and we are going to do that. That's the so, in order to prepare for that, let's find a supported seat or a supported posture, whatever that looks like for you, and just find a moment to center in. So let us bring ourselves into ourselves and come into this place and into this space, feeling into whatever part of your body is in contact with something. Maybe your feet are flat on the floor. Maybe your sits bones, your hip girdle, your seat is planted firmly on a cushion or a mat or in a chair so that you can feel the balance of the hips. Feet are grounded and supported. Hips are grounded and supported. We lengthen through the side body, lengthen through the crown, lengthen through the spine. Experiment with tucking the chin to feel release at the back of the neck, and then feel the full length of the spine from the base to the crown. And then float your hands to your heart in a way that brings awareness to your heart space, and allow to arise in your heart space gratitude, any one thing for which you are grateful, perhaps just the possibility of gratitude. And whatever arises when gratitude is called forth, take a moment to see that clearly in your mind's eye. And I invite you to anchor your gratitude in your heart space and keep it there for your practice today. And then if you choose to, I invite you to set an intention for your time here today, perhaps a simple intention to just keep your gratitude anchored, or maybe to just be there with each inhale. And whatever your intention is, I invite you to state that. Hear yourself in your mind's ear as you state your intention in a clear and declarative voice, as if it is already done. And then listen as the echoes of your intention reverberate in your being. And I'll invite you to take a full inhale here. And as you exhale, if you choose to allow your chin to drop toward your grateful and intentional heart and offer a benediction to seal your intention, as I say, Namo, Namaste. And then lift your chin, release your hands, and come to your mat. We're going to begin standing. We'll do a couple of sun salutations in order to get the body warmed up and moving. So come to the top of your mat. Find your feet underneath your hips. Align the outer part of your feet with the wide edges of your mat. Root down into the ball and the heel of the foot. So those 4 points on the inside and outside of the ball and heel. So you feel balanced and steady on your feet. And then soften the ankles, soften the knees, firm the hips and waist. Lengthen out of the waist through the side body and through the crown. Experiment again with the chin. The chin should be parallel to the earth so that you feel that the skull is just resting atop the spine. Turn your palms forward, let your fingers extend to the mat, roll your shoulders down. And then imagine you could move your hips maybe 1 inch toward the top of your mat, and the back of your palms maybe 1 inch towards the bottom of your mat. And this is your mountain posture, standing on your own 2 feet, steady and sure. We're going to move from here. On the inhale, take your arms and lift them high. Let your biceps frame your ears. Roll your eyes up. Don't lift the chin, just roll the eyes up and reach up. Inhale here. On your exhale, hinge the hips. Press the hips back toward the bottom of your mat. As you hinge at the hips, bring your hands through prayer and fold forward, releasing your head and your hands into a forward fold. Take an inhale here, lift through the hips. Exhale here, bring your forehead toward your shins. Inhale, come to a flat back. Maybe press your palms into your shins in order to support your back as you lift parallel with the mat. Breathe in.
As you exhale, release your hands, bring your forehead back toward your shins. Place your hands on the mat outside of your feet and step your right foot back into a lunge. Step your left foot back to join the right. Inhale to a plank. Put your knees down if you need to modify. At any time, modify as you need to support yourself. Listen to the wisdom of your body and do what your body needs. On the exhale, slowly lower the torso all the way down to the mat. Release the tops of the feet. Press into the tops of the feet to engage the legs. And inhale, lift the head, lift the heart, lift the chest. Little pressure in the fingertips, maybe supporting you here. This is your cobra. Inhale here. Exhale, release the knees, release the forehead. Curl the toes. Inhale, press up to your plank. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale here, bend the knees, press the chest and stomach back, lift the hips. Exhale, let the heels move toward the bottom of the mat. A full inhalation here. As you exhale, look up between the hands, bring the left foot forward, and then bring the right foot to join it. Forward fold, release the head. Inhale, support yourself with your shins and arms, flat back. Exhale, fold, release the hands and head. Inhale, root down into the feet as you roll up one vertebra at a time. Torso comes upright, the shoulders roll up and down, the chin lifts, palms turn forward. Back to your mountain posture. Take a breath. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, take the arms high, tall mountain. Exhale, hinge and fold, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, breathe behind the heart. Exhale, forward fold, release the hands, step the left foot back, step the right foot to join. Inhale to a plank, supporting yourself as you need to. Exhale, lower all the way to the mat, release the tops of the feet, press and lift the crown. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower down, curl the toes, press into the ball. Inhale, press the plank. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale, bend the knees, release the head, lift the hips. Exhale, lower the heels. A full inhalation here. As you exhale, look up between the hands, right foot forward, left foot joins it, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root and rise all the way up through tall mountain. Exhale, release the hands. Take a breath. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold hands beside the feet. Walk, step, or float back to a plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale, lower down. Come all the way to the mat. Release the feet. Inhale, rise up, cobra. Exhale, lower down. Press into the balls of the feet. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Inhale, bend the knees, lift the hips. Exhale, release the heels, down dog. Full inhale. As you exhale, listen. Walk the hands back toward the feet, coming into forward fold at the back of your mat. Release the head. Take your hands. Grab your opposite elbow in front of your legs, helping to brace and support the forward fold. Let the head go. Check your neck for tension. No tension in the neck at all. Press into the feet. Now notice weight has fallen forward, so press back and up through your hips so that the weight balances in the feet. Breathing here, full inhalation. As you exhale, switch your hands on your elbows so that you're grabbing the other way. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, release the hands. Bring the hands to the hips. Inhale, slowly bring the torso upright. Releasing the hands. And then come to your seat and find Sukhasana or easy pose or Siddhasana, aspirant's pose, a supported seat. We're going to begin. This Kriya for elevation. Okay. And we're going to start by rooting down into our seat, lengthening through our spine. And then our arms are going to come up at a 60-degree angle, palms forward. So if you took your thumbs and brought them together, they come together over your crown of your head in an arc. And then just open them up to 60 degrees. And then fold your fingers to the top of the palm. So little kung fu fists. And this is the arm posture. The practice is a breath of fire, Bastrikas. If you are pregnant or on your menstrual cycle, you will not do the diaphragmatic pulsing. You will just simply do a long, deep inhale and a complete exhale. Otherwise, you're going to do Bastrika or bellows breath here, where you exhale by pulling the diaphragm back and down and then releasing the diaphragm so the inhale can come. Now, the inhale and exhale are equal in length and intensity. Tendency here to get over amped. So don't overexert, just be in your breath. We're going to be here for a moment. Take a full inhale and begin to find your rhythm with this breath of fire. Pulling the diaphragm back and down on the exhale, releasing the diaphragm, allowing the inhale. Now your body is very still except for the diaphragm pulsing. And your awareness is on the breath in the nostrils, breathing in and out through the nostrils. And the focus is at the brow point if the eyes are closed, or at the tip of the nose if the eyes are narrowed. Find your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Just be present with yourself, just breathing in and out. Fully supported in your seat. Fully extended through the knuckles there. Breathing in and out equally. You may feel your little bit of heat rising in your abdomen area, in your navel area, and that diaphragmatic movement. Thus, breath of fire. We're feeding the fire of the bellows. Picture the old ironworks or the old blacksmith shop. You have the big bellows that fan the coals, to keep the coals hot so you can forge metal. We're forging ourselves here in this posture. Just stay with it. A couple more. On your next inhale, take a full inhale, release the fingertips long, bring the thumbs to touch over the head. Lengthen through the fingers and the spine. Lift gently at the base of the pelvic bowl, at the heart, at the navel. Lengthen, lift, and gently exhale. Release the hands down along the side of the body, touch the earth, and then bring the hands to the knees. Let the thumb and forefinger come together, take a breath. Let everything settle.
powerful wake up practice. Here we are. We're in it now, aren't we? Our next movement, we're going to bring the hands to the shins. On the inhale, we're going to tilt the pelvic bowl forward, so we're arching in the lower spine. It may just be a little tiny movement. That's okay. Whatever's available to you here. Don't overdo anything. No stress, no strain. On the exhale, we'll round the spine. Drop the chin toward the chest. Inhale, arch and lift. Heart comes forward. Crown goes high. Exhale, round. Releasing the hips back under and the chin to the chest. And just find that movement. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. So in these simple movements, we begin to feel into how the breath leads the movement. So when the breath starts, the movement starts. And when the breath stops, the movement stops. The breath is leading here. We're following the breath in and out. Inhaling, arching, lifting, exhaling, rounding, releasing. And as your spine begins to loosen a little bit, your pace may change. That's absolutely okay. You're finding what's right for you. We're just freeing up the spine here. We activated the core. Now we'll free the spine a little bit. Arching and rounding. Flexion and extension here. Again, feel into your awareness on the breath and your focus at the brow point if the eyes are closed, or at the tip of the nose if the eyes are just narrowed. Movement with breath in alignment. Movement in alignment with breath. We control the breath and the movement because the breath leads the movement. We're just sitting and breathing. Just a few more here. Just stay with it. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the crown. Gently retain this breath while lifting gently at the base of the spine, at the pelvic bowl, and at the heart. Relax the shoulders and the chin, even though you're lifting through the spine. Be very present with yourself. Gentle retention of the breath here. Feeling into your practice and your presence. And then exhale, release. Let everything settle. Bring the hands to the knees, turn the palms up, bring the thumb and forefinger together. Take a breath. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Notice what's shifted for you. Notice your own experience. Simple movements, little breath, big shifts, perhaps. Maybe not. Our next movement, we're going to twist a little bit. So the arms out from the shoulders, palms up, fold the elbows, and then bring the hands so that the thumb hooks behind the shoulders and the four fingers land in front of the shoulders, locking your spine in place. From here, we're simply going to inhale to the left and exhale to the right. Twisting at the shoulders. Maybe the elbows are leading. The head is neutral. The head just turns because it's sitting atop the spine and the spine is twisting back and forth. And again, don't overdo anything. No need to go too far. These are gentle movements. Lining the movement with the breath is the point. It's not about how far you can twist, as is, can you be in coordinated coherence, rhythmic movement, and alignment between the breath and the body. Inhaling left, exhaling right. Movement starts when the breath starts and ends when the breath ends. Feeling into this opening in the spine here. Did arching and rounding. Now we're doing twisting. Beginning to free up that spinal column, allowing energy to flow through our torso. Moving with breath. Focus on the breath in the nostrils. Awareness of the breath and the movement. Just sitting and breathing with a little movement, twisting side to side, rocking, if you will, left to right. Inhale to center. Again, gently retain this breath while lifting at the base of the spine, the pelvic bowl, and the heart. Relaxing the shoulders and the chin, but lifting from below, being very center. Bring everything into the center. Center yourself right here. Be very still. And exhale, release the hands down. Again, palms up, thumb and forefinger together. Take a breath, let everything settle. Notice for yourself your experience. Full inhale here. A complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. Now we're going to come back onto or extend our legs. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see this a little better. So we're going to come to Dandasana or staff pose. So the feet are in alignment with the hips, toes neutral and towards the ceiling. From here, okay. And I like to bring my hands down alongside my hips and just lightly pressing the hands to help lengthen the spine. And keeping the spine lengthened and lifted, I pick up the hands. Okay. Now, the movement is going to be a simple hinging at the hips. So we want to think about bringing the belly button toward the thighs, the chest toward the knees, the forehead toward the toes. If you can, drop your hands. Your hands will find your thighs or your shins or your ankles, or maybe you can hook your toes in a yogi toe lock. That's your middle finger and pointer finger go in between your big toe and your second toe. Your thumb goes outside of the big toe. It's called a yogi toe lock. Now, if your hands don't reach, it's not a matter of trying to force yourself into something. If your hands don't reach your toes, your hands might reach your ankles or your shins or your thighs. It doesn't matter. The movement is simply a hinging forward and back. So on the inhale, we lengthen through the spine. And on the exhale, we hinge forward at the hips and bring the chest forward. Now, we're not, wherever your hands are, you're not pulling yourself at all. We're moving from the hip here. So you could almost pick up your hands or just lay your hands down on the mat and allow that action to happen. Let's begin. Find your hand position. Take a full inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hinge forward. That's the movement. Simple movement. Inhaling up, exhaling forward. Find your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Listen to your body. Do what is right for you. Honor the wisdom of your body. There's no need to try to get anywhere. We're not going anywhere. We're just feeling into what's allowable in this posture. Little simple movement. Maybe 80% of your full range, if that's the way you want to look at it. No overexertion, no stress, no strain, just a simple movement, inhaling up, exhaling forward. Pressing through the heels to keep the legs long. Moving from the hips, the hinge point in the hip girdle. Nothing overly complex in this Kriya, just simple movements, alignment of breath with movement, being very present, being with yourself and following the breath here, inhaling, exhaling. Next inhale, lengthen, full inhalation. As you exhale, hinge forward. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale here. Come up. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, release. Come back to neutral. Okay. And then I'll turn back so you can see this. You're just going to take our legs wide. Now don't have to overdo anything here. Maybe just a simple, don't have to go as far as you need to go. Now again, your hands may fall to your thighs, to your shins, to your ankles, or maybe you still have to them reach to get to your toes. The movement here is going to be from side to side. So we'll inhale up, exhale, hinge over the left leg or the right, doesn't matter. We're going to go both ways. Inhale up, hinge over the other leg. Now your movement may be very subtle and maybe just go an inch in each direction. That's absolutely fine. We're just going to be here. So inhale, find your hand position. Exhale, one side. Inhale up, exhale, other side. Continue your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Again, not trying to do anything or achieve anything or go anywhere. We're just finding a little bit of movement. Both sits bones stay planted and rooted on the earth. That's our support. Pressing through the heels to keep the legs neutral and just moving a little bit side to side. Maybe it's a very subtle movement. Maybe you're not getting much side to side at all. Maybe you're not getting up and down at all. It's absolutely okay. What you have is what you have. Inhale up. And then as you exhale, just come forward. Inhale up, exhale forward. Again, might just be a little bit of movement here. Legs stay wide. Inhaling up, exhaling, hinging. Find your rhythm and your pace and your practice. And move.
Nudging the body open gently, allowing the body to open as it's ready, releasing a lot of energy from the back of the body, the history and past, what's behind us. We can maybe let a little of that go now, maybe not. Just being in the practice here, little simple movement with breath, inhaling and exhaling. A couple more here. Inhale up. Exhale, full. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Inhale, come up. Release. Bring the legs in a little bit. Leave the left leg extended, and then you're going to bend the right knee and bring the sole of your right foot maybe against your left calf, maybe against your left thigh, and a place where you can feel the release of the knee. So that right knee is relaxed and neutralized. So if you get tension in it, then just bring your foot out a little further so you can allow that to sit. On the inhale, we're going to take the arms up and then rotate the torso over the extended left leg. On the exhale, we're just going to hinge forward, just to the place where your body goes, where allow your arms to drop. No need to pull here. This is going to be the posture, and then in this posture, we're going to do our breath of fire. So let's inhale, get long, come up, turn over the left leg, extended, and exhale, lower down to the extent that you can lower, release the hands and begin your breath of fire. Now again, you're pumping that diaphragm, but the inhale and exhale are equal in length and volume and duration. So if you feel like you're overextending something or overexerting, then back off. There's no need to exert here. We're just breathing, just adding a little diaphragmatic pulsing with the breath. Finding your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Awareness on the breath in the nostrils. Focus at the brow point or the tip of the nose. Inhale here, come up. Gently retain this breath. Exhale, hinge forward. Gently retain the breath out here. And inhale, release. Come neutral, and we're going to switch the legs now. So the right leg will go long and then out slightly perhaps. The left knee, left hip and knee will fold, bringing the left foot against the ankle of the calf, maybe the thigh. Maybe different on this side, that's absolutely okay. And the same will apply. Arms will go high. Rotate the torso over the right leg. Hinge forward over that right leg. Noticing the difference one side to the other, releasing and beginning your breath of fire here. Inhale here. Come up. Gently retain. Exhale, hinge forward. Gently hold the breath out. Inhale, come up. Release. Extend the legs. Shake that out. And then roll to your belly. We're going to come into Cobra Pose. Countering that movement here. So, tops of the feet into the mat. Press into the tops of the feet. Lengthen to the crown. Lift the chest. Come up. Support yourself in your fingertips. Little to no weight in the hands, but we're supporting ourselves here, and begin your breath of fire here. Now we're on the sternum and the diaphragm, so we'll feel that pressure on the diaphragm. So don't overthink it, just do what you're best you can. We're just breathing. Shoulders are relaxed and down from the ears. Heart is lifted, crown is lifted. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Inhale, lift. Gently retain this breath. Shine the heart forward. Lift through the crown. And exhale, lower down. Press into the palms and gently bring yourself up to a table posture. And then continue to press back. Press the hips back to the heels. Coming into extended child's pose. Lengthen through the fingertips. Release the forehead. Let's take a moment here. Feel into the wisdom of this pose. Maybe bring the hands back by the feet, palms up. Feel the shoulders release. A full inhale. A complete exhale. Inhale, come up through table and bring yourself around to your seat. Settle into your supported seat. Bring your hands to your knees or to the thighs. And we're simply going to begin our shoulder shrug. So on the inhale, we lift the shoulders toward the ears. Now, and tendency here is scrunch the neck. Let's not do that. Keep the chin relaxed. Shoulders are relaxed, but they lift on the inhale and release on the exhale. As you exhale, think about releasing the weight of the world off your shoulders, releasing your story off your shoulders, releasing the things you tell yourself about yourself off your shoulders. Just breathing here. Inhaling. Exhaling, inhale up, exhale down, your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Inhale up, gently retain while lifting at the base of the spine, pelvic bowl, and the heart. Now the shoulders are lifted but relaxed. Chin is tucked but relaxed.
Everything's centering in the center of the being, the heart space, fully present here. And exhale, release. The hands to the knees. Drop the chin to the chest. Now, very gently. Inhale the right ear to the right shoulder, and then the chin to the ceiling. Exhale the left ear to the left shoulder, and the chin to the chest. Very gentle. Reverse that motion. Inhale, left ear, left shoulder. Right chin to the sky. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder. Chin to the chest. Continue to find your breath as you reverse each time. Gentle neck rolls here. Working with the breath though. Again, all these movements, very simple movements, aligning with the breath. One more in each direction. As you finish, lift the chin. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Very still. Notice where you are in your experience. Be present with yourself here. We have one more movement in this Kriya. Very, very beautiful movement here. So, if you body allows it, we're going to come seated on the heels. Now, if this is untenable for you, there are a couple of different options you can do. One, if it's your tops of your feet that are not feeling good, you can roll your mat so that you can place the tops of your feet on that roll in your mat. If it's in your knees more, you can take your cushion and place your cushion between your calves and your hips, back of your thighs. This will take some support of some weight off the knees. Or alternately, if you have a bolster, you can place the bolster between your thighs and then sit on the bolster. Support precedes action. Find your supported posture first. From that supported posture, we're simply going to, I'll turn so you can see this. However you're seated, your hands are going to come up, biceps are going to frame the ears. Palms will come together. You're going to interlace the fingers, extend the index finger, cross the thumb. The mantra that we're using here is Sat Nam, S-A-T-N-A-M, Sat Nam, Sat, truth, Nam, identity, Sat, I, Nam, am. If you prefer the English, you can just say I am. And we're going to repeat that on the inhale. On the exhale, the belly button or the diaphragmatic movement will occur. It was Sat Nam, Sat Nam. So when I exhale, Sat or I. On the inhale, Nam or Am, you release the diaphragm on the inhale. So we're just going to be here for a bit. So arms high, biceps frame the ears, lengthen and get long. Inhale here, and then just begin with me. Sat Nam, 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 Sat
Nam. Sat. Nam. Extending through the fingertips. Focus at the third eye. Or if you want, your eyes are just narrowed, you're just focusing on something not moving at the tip of your nose. Just being with the mantra. Maybe just hearing the mantra. If you're uncomfortable speaking it, that's okay. Just be in the posture. Just let it work. Maybe say it silently to yourself. Maybe whisper it to yourself. Maybe you're comfortable. Sat. Nam. Sat. Nam. You may feel that sat reverberate at the top of your soft palate in your mouth. Sat. Nam. Sat. Nam. Sat. Nam. Sat. Nam. You may feel that nam moving out from the third eye, and you may not. Maybe just feeling what you're feeling in your experience, in your practice. Sat. Nam. 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 Inhale fully. Stretch and extend, lengthen through the fingertips, lengthen through the arms, lengthen through the crown, lengthen through the spine. Gently lift at the base of the spine, the pelvic bowl, and the heart. Keep the arms lifted. Exhale. Inhale here fully. Stay lifted and lengthened. Exhale. Stay long as you exhale. Gently retain the breath out for a moment. Lengthen. Still. Inhale here. Exhale, release the hands gently down through or feel the side of the body, touch the ground lightly, and then bring the hands to the thighs. Palms up, thumb and forefinger together. Be very still, let everything settle. Releasing, centering, integrating. Allowing yourself to just be here, very still. And from this place, trying to maintain your stillness, I invite you to gently roll off of your heels or your bolster or your supports and come down onto your back on your mat. Try to hold the stillness as you come onto your back fully. Releasing into your mat, letting your toes fall open, then moving your heels as wide as is comfortable for you on your mat. Letting your palms come down by your hips, palms up, lengthening through your crown and pulling down on your side ribs so you feel your lower spine supported also. And then as you settle into your rest here, take a moment to provide yourself with any additional supports that you may need or want in this posture. Maybe you have an eye cloth
for your eyes. Maybe you have an extra sweatshirt or a shawl or a blanket for your torso and body. Maybe you like to put that bolster underneath your knees. Anything that might provide you even 1% more support. Take a moment to avail yourself of that. Let go. Let go of any shaping of the body or the breath or the mind. Allow yourself to feel into the supports available to you, the full backside of your body being supported. You resting on your mat, enveloped and held by gravity. Releasing any analysis, judgment, conversation, certainly criticism. Just let yourself be here. Feel into what it is like to let go completely, to rest fully. This is a space of integration and healing. The body knows what it needs, knows how to use what you have done in these dynamic movements, generating energy and moving it through the body, and now allowing that all to settle into the space of freedom and forgiveness, into the place of silence and stillness. And if you find that your mind just simply cannot be still, then suggest to your mind that it simply track your body from head, crown of the head, to toe, sole of the feet. Just track your body systemically, looking for any areas of tension, any tightness or constriction or contraction, with a gentle curiosity. Not trying to do anything about what you find, just noticing what you find with curiosity. On your next inhale, I invite you to reconnect with your breath, taking a full inhalation and a complete exhale. On your next inhale, I invite you to begin reconnecting with your body, perhaps wiggling your fingers and your toes, maybe circling your ankles and your wrists. Continuing to reacclimate to your body, on your next inhale, I invite you to bring your knees toward the ceiling and your heels toward your hips, and to extend your right arm alongside your head so that the bicep frames the ear. In this posture, I invite you to prepare to roll to your right side, taking your time, feeling into your own experience when you are prepared and only when you are prepared. Gently roll to your right side, letting that right arm cradle your head and neck. take a moment here on your right side to begin to prepare to be upright again. And as you are prepared, and only as you are prepared, I invite you to bring your left arm in front of your chest and slowly leverage yourself back to a seated posture. Finding your supported seated posture, I invite you to settle into your seated posture and to once again float your hands to your heart in a way that brings awareness to your heart space. And allow to arise in your heart space perhaps one more thing for which you are grateful. Maybe just the possibility of gratitude. Whatever arises, whatever is still held in your heart space in terms of gratitude, just be aware of yourself sitting in gratitude, breathing in gratitude in your space. And from this space, I'll extend my sense of gratitude to you. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your practice. I'm honored to be here, truly. And as always, I invite and encourage you to stay here in grateful rest for as long as you like. And when you do rise, please take your gratitude and the echoes of your practice with you as you go through the remainder of your day, lifting yourself and all that you come into contact with. Have an amazing day.